Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, we're jumping straight into it today with Zayra Apparel.
Right.
This is an online store selling fun, artsy printed shirts for men. And the prices look, well, almost unbelievable, like $29.99 a shirt.
Yeah, that's the hook. And our mission today is really to figure out for you, is this store actually legit? Or is it just, too good to be true?
Exactly, that classic online shopping dilemma.
So we've looked at the sources you sent over. We'll start with the things that kind of suggest they might be okay, the signs of legitimacy.
Okay.
And then we'll get into the big red flags, the stuff that comes from actual users.
Right. So starting with the potentially good stuff,
Yeah.
the surface signals, what makes Zara look like a real retailer?
Well, first off, they do have basic contact info listed. There's an email, there's a phone number for customer support on the site.
The bare minimum, yeah. But it's just for show these days?
That's always the question, isn't it? I mean, providing it is step one.
Yeah.
But they are also putting in some effort elsewhere.
Like where?
Like on Instagram. They seem pretty active, posting updates about new prints, new collections. It suggests they're investing some time into the brand.
Okay, so there's some engagement there. And the website itself, it doesn't look like some cheap thrown together thing either.
No, it actually appears pretty well structured. Clear titles, you can see the discounts, the pricing seems consistent across the board.
So it gives off this vibe of being like a serious business,
Yeah.
trying to actually sell shirts.
Exactly. It looks professional, looks like a modern online store.
So slick site, Instagram activity, listed contacts. Seems okay on the surface.
It does. But this is where things get really interesting and honestly a bit concerning when you look at what actual customers are saying.
Right. This is where we pull back the curtain,
Yeah.
especially looking at, say, Facebook activity.
Precisely. And the reports there, well, they're pretty alarming. Lots of people are flat out calling the company fake.
Fake. What specifically are they complaining about?
The big one is customers pay online, the money's gone. But the orders just never arrive. Like, ever.
Wow. Okay, so not just slow shipping. We're talking about potentially getting nothing.
That's what people are reporting. And worse, when they try to chase it up, use that contact info we mentioned.
I guess ignored.
Completely ignored, according to these users. Calls aren't answered, messages aren't returned. People mention misleading info too, just generally poor or rather non-existent service.
That's bad. And it sounds like it's escalating.
It is. Some users are now saying they're planning to take legal action.
Oof. Okay, legal action is a huge red flag. That takes it way beyond just a few unhappy customers or shipping hiccups.
Absolutely. It signals a potentially systemic issue. So we have this kind of paradox, right?
How so?
They've clearly spent some money on the website, the Instagram. The front end looks okay.
Right.
So why bother with that if you're just going to completely drop the ball on the most critical part, actually sending the product and handling customers? It seems odd.
Unless maybe the front end is relatively cheap compared to, actually running the logistics.
That could be it. Creating a nice-looking website is one thing. Running a fulfillment operation is another beast entirely. And these serious complaints, money taken, products undelivered, zero response lend, they basically cancel out all those initial positive signals.
Yeah, you can't ignore reports like that.
Definitely not.
So that brings us to the bottom line for you listening. What's the verdict here?
Well, until Zayra Apparel actually addresses these really serious complaints, until they demonstrate they can reliably deliver and communicate.
Right, until they build some real trust, not just website trust.
Exactly. The only sensible advice we can give right now is probably to err on the side of caution. Maybe avoid shopping there for the time being.
Makes sense.
Mm.
So the key takeaway here seems to be how crucial those actual customer complaints are, even if a site looks totally professional.
Absolutely. It shows the difference between appearances and reality.
So here's something to think about. If a company lists customer support numbers, looks all legit, but then reportedly ignores everyone who tries to use them, what does that really tell you? It makes you question how much you can judge any online store just by its website features versus its actual follow-through on service.
That's the perfect thought to leave you with. Something to definitely consider next time you're sizing up an online deal.